Hi, my name is Jolie. Today I'm going to talk about menu planning in the early childhood setting. In this topic, it will include five main points, which are the definition of helpful menu planning, what are the requirements for successful menu planning, how to establish nutrition goal for planning a menu, the necessary procedure for building a menu, and finally, some of the special dietary consideration when it's come to making a menu. First, let's start up with the definition of helpful menu planning. As we all know, nutrition is a crucial element in developing a wellness environment. A menu is a way to deliver the wellness message. Teacher can look into the diet of every single child and help them to improve and maintain a healthy diet by providing the required um, nutrient in the menu. Therefore, menu planning is the key to promoting a well-balanced diet. And when the children get the right diet, which include the essential of macronutrient, micronutrient, they will be able to fight back most of the bacteria infection with a strong immune system. So you can say that healthful menu planning is the optimal method to prevent illness and ensure good health. When it comes to successful menu planning, one must also consider the effective of budgeting and time management. A good menu planning can lead to a strong sense of health and well-being in children. Next, let's take a look at the requirement for successful menu planning. Children relies on children nutrition is rely on adult, which are mostly the teacher and parent. So they are the people that have more nutrition knowledge, and the role of the teacher are really important uh, in menu planning because they must apply the knowledge to provide the essential when it's coming to executing a menu plan, and they are also the one who are responsible for enforcing healthful eating practice when children are at the service. And during planning menu, teachers need to use evidence-based research to ensure that they are on the right track and make sure that they are provide the right diet for children. There are many resources available to guide menu planning for young children, in particular the Australian Dietary Guideline. This provides a template on which menu plan can be structured upon. It's go into detail on type and amount of food, food groups, specific dietary pattern. Um, this is designed to promote health and well-being through providing information on healthy food options and therefore can significantly reduce the risk of diet-related conditions. Caring for Children Manual is also a good guideline which provides a lot of helpful information on caring for children and their well-being. Feeding guideline for young children are, are provide with the correct food portion for children. Many planning and food safety is also accounted for. This can be very informative to ensure food is safe for consumption at all time. It's also mentioned the importance of promoting a healthy nutrition and safe environment through practice and experience. The last one I would like to introduce is Get Up and Growth. Is a good guideline to look at as well. It provides practical information and policy to assist in developing healthy habits for children from birth to 5 years old. The strategy in this guideline is perfect tool for teachers to promote healthy eating and physical activity. Moreover, teacher can use this as a method to support and encourage children and family to involve in building healthy environment. It is necessary for teacher in early childhood to assess the food program for a good template of menu planning. The child and adult care food program is the most popular one. It's a type of United States federal assistance provided by the United States Department of Agriculture, but the goal of improve the quality of life through providing good nutrition resource to people. This program creates the meal pattern which are uh, which refers at a set food component and food item minimum quantity required for breakfast, supplement snack, lunch for a specific age group of children, with the aim of reduce the risk to children's health and follow keep on up with their food train. This program continually review and update, and by using so this is the example of the new meal pattern menu. Um, and by using the evidence base and program this program, children teacher will be able to meet the National Quality Framework 2.2, which expect healthy eating and physical activity are embedded in the program for children. Let's move to how to establish the nutrition goal for menu planning. Some strategy to promote a wellness environment, including offering children more fruit and vegetable. This can be as simple as providing fruits as their healthy snack alternative. It's important to consider different flavor and texture and smell to make this offering as appealing as possible. I think classroom activities is also a good strategy, such as cooking, gardening can be a fun way to introduce and encouraging children to interact and try new food. Uh, Elimination of unnecessary solid and extra fat is also a good strategy to help to promote a good healthy weight and reduce the risk of obesity in children. The small change, such as offering skim meal, non-fat product, can make a big difference over the long run. And when cooking with oil, it can help to select. Teacher can choose the healthy oil, such as olive oil, canola oil. Those may be a little bit pricey, but it contain essential fatty acids necessary to promote good health. Or teacher can even a good role model to promote a wellness environment to children. Um, Next, it is important to creating menu that supports sustainability because children need to live in a healthy, safe, and nutritious environment. So the environment is really important and is affecting children development as well. So using local crop produce and opting for eco-friendly product as this is much better for the environment. Recycling and composting is also a good practice, and planning school garden, as I have mentioned, can be a fun interactive way of supporting the environment. And it's always important to collaborate with children and their family to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Teacher can turn to parent when it's considering food option and vice versa. Teachers should also observe children respond to certain food to make healthy eating as enjoyable as possible to ensure long-term success. Next, let's move to all the procedure for building a menu. There are 6 steps on this part. Step 1, teacher need to gather all the tools for menu planning, which is help them to organize and review all the resources. Teacher need to follow my plate food system and use the recipes, templates. Making a grocery shopping list in this step will help them to cost analyzing of menu, and a list of food preference, specific diet, and food allergy will help them to take care of our every children. Step 2, the cycle menu. This is a series of menus that repeat over the specific periods of time. This provides a good amount of flexibility and variety. It saves time and money though, because you are familiar with the process involved. And it's allowed you to consistent meet requirement and meal pattern standard. Step 3, create the budgets for menu. First up, you want to determine your income source for menu implementation. You cost control strategies such as buying in bulk and looking for bargains. You standardize recipe to ensure consistency. Step 4, build menu. So breakfast is critical meal because is for children because it significantly affect their cognition, strength, and endurance during the day. So there are three requirement components in breakfast, which are milk, fruit, vegetable, and grain. These three components cover all the macro and nutrient required. For lunch is like a meal, provide uh, energy and nutrient intake during the day. So scientists can be used to strategically develop an interest in new food. Beverage at lunch can assist in increasing the nutritional value of meals, such as orange juice is rich in vitamin C, or milk can provide them calcium and calcium. Snack will provide nutrient missed at the mealtime, so it should consist at least two components from any of the four food group. It should be served at sufficient interval between meal, and it will help children to feel full longer. Once the cycle menu has been complete, the teacher needs to transit to new or update menu so children won't get bored with the old menu and introduce new food to them as well. So during that, teacher will make a menu evaluation checklist so they can find out what is missed and what needs to improve. Step 5. Use meal service to enhance menu acceptance. The ability to offer food and drink that support young children nutritional requirement can be accomplished in many different ways, such as family style meal service, which is best practice, cafeteria style meal or restaurant style meal. This will support the development of eating skill, independence, and help them to experience with social experience and social environment for children. And step 6, manage food from home. A lot of parents prepare food from food lunchbox for children, so teacher need to aware of the impact of the lunchbox on the program nutrition. But a teacher can develop the policy and procedure for homemade food and interact and communicate with parents and children to make sure that like they meet their meal pattern, and this will help them to establish the relationship with the parent. Next, let's move to the special dietary consideration for the menu. Children with food allergy should be taken into consideration when designing a menu plan because with the food like peanut meal, seafood could lead them to anaphylaxis or diarrhea or even lead them to death. So it is very important to have plan and take care of the child who is the victim of the allergic reaction. And there are also other reasons why it's important to make careful consideration when designing a menu plan. For example, children with diabetic, the teacher need to know the difference between type 1 and type 2 and then take care well of that and provide suitable meal for them with the child overweight or child underweight or even the children with their vegetarian diets or need to consider to their culture and religious belief so everyone is have this so every children will be able to accept the good nutrient and active lifestyle. um, yeah, so this is the end of my presentation. Let me know if you have any question. Thank you for listening.